Everything is so big. The food is great here, especially Texas BBQ.
All right, I'm in Dallas trying Wagyu Texas barbecue. But what makes this different is that it's halal. Everything is smoked by an Iraqi owner who's putting his own twist and seasonings on Texas barbecue. The owner claims this is real Wagyu barbecue. I'm about to let my mouth decide that one. I'm gonna hit it with a spicy barbecue. I'm sorry, I'm slurping my meat. I know y'all can see the mountain of seasoning on that rib. I need another bite. Now this is what Wagyu brisket is supposed to look like. A little greasy, a little limp, and a whole lot of tender. Throw a pickle on there to cut through that richness. This is halal, so it is a holy piece of brisket. The last time I ate Wagyu barbecue, y'all all were clowning me saying pork ribs cannot be Wagyu. Now I got me some halal lamb ribs. Wait, can lamb be Wagyu? Bro just gave me the whole rack, so I gotta bite into it. The owner back there is packing two of the biggest meat missiles I've ever seen at a Texas barbecue spot. This one is the quesadilla sausage. And this one is the Iraqi sausage. Here's just smoked Gouda mac and cheese. These noodles look promising.
Oh yeah. We cook them al dente so that when we add the cheese sauce to them, they don't get soggy. So
I don't know some of the words he said, but it tastes good.
We make all of our food in-house, completely from scratch.
All halal. This is my second time in Dallas, and this time around, I'm starting to see the diversity of this city. Bread a little stale, but everything else is holding up. He's got a Texas Twinkie, and the bacon is not pork. Remember, this is halal, so this is beef bacon. This thing right here is a meat missile. Look at the beef burnt ends that he hits with pomegranate sauce. This is his jalapeno cheese cornbread. This thing is a brick. Ooh. These are the 3 seasonal desserts. I got that strawberry bread pudding. The bread is hot with a cold cream and jam on top. I haven't even tasted the other desserts, but I already know this one right here is my favorite. Ooh, this is some thick banana pudding. Bro actually seasons his banana pudding. Even his peach cobbler is halal. After eating all this food, I feel like I gotta go read the Quran and go take a nap. There's some holy food.
Behind you. Is it good? You guys, we are at Hutchins BBQ. Taste the Texas Twinkie. Let me get one. Oh my God, that's so good.
Europeans confessing their love for Texas barbecue during the World Cup will make you instantly hungry. Subscribe right now for more epic culture shocks. Watching fans in cowboy hats and England shirts tear into massive dino ribs for just $25 is pure joy, though wearing a white shirt was a huge mistake. They are completely in the zone, risking the legendary meat sweats and a guaranteed 24-hour nap. Starving viewers jokingly call this mouth-watering footage cyberbullying, whether debating if Terry Black's, Hutchins, or HEB serves the best brisket, or praising spots donating leftovers to shelters. Texas food unites everyone.
I'm about to try Texas barbecue for the first time in Texas, so I thought I could take you guys with me. Let's go. We're here. Starting with the Korean ribs, and they're really famous for these. That is so good, and they're completely melt in mouth. Super caramelized as well. Now we have the brisket. That's insane. Love the fatty part. So tender, so juicy. Really famous for their fusion sides, and they all look amazing. Cucumber salad. Korean fried rice. Let's try their baked mac and cheese. That's some of the best mac and cheese ever. Dry rub ribs. I just can't believe how juicy and tender the meat is. I'm definitely a Texas barbecue fan.
We're eating Hutchins BBQ. Best barbecue in Dallas.
めちゃめちゃおしゃれやんけ。ブリスケット一口くれるみたいです。トロトロやん、これ。マジで。あ、これめっちゃうまいわ。ブリスケットですよ、これが。半端ないです。これがテキサスのバーベキューブリスケット。やばいで、これ。いただきます。オーサム。やばいわ。こいつがもうマジでうまいです。うますぎる。マジ。
Alright, y'all, I'm in Houston trying Pinkerton's barbecue. When you pull up, you're hit with the smell of their smoked brisket. Then once inside, you're able to choose your cuts of meat. And just like any other barbecue spot, you get a live show. I've tried the location in San Antonio, and that became one of my favorite barbecue spots. They say this location is the original. This might be better than the one in San Antonio. This is one of the best beef ribs I've ever had. Turkey, it actually does look better. I love me a good jalapeno cheese sausage. You can already see the cheese oozing out. They had a brisket mac. They loaded this thing up and it started talking to me. That shit greasy. I gave Pinkerton's San Antonio location a 9.59. I'm gonna have to give the Houston location a 10 out of 10.
Today we're trying what people say is the best barbecue food in the whole of Texas. Come with us to Terry Black's, an institution to smoked meat. These guys are selling 3 tons of brisket a day. That's 400 cows. This guy's like, we've got so much brisket, we've even got a brisket wall. This should be in a museum. Inside you've got 3 cutting blocks, each with their own butcher. And we're kicking things off with the world famous short rib. Where are they sourcing this from? Godzilla's chest. You bite into this thing, it's so soft, it's like jelly. That is hands down the best short rib I've ever had in my life. And then we go on to that brisket. These guys sell 18% of the brisket in the whole of America. I always go for the fatty cut and just look at that flock. Like, how do they produce so much and still keep the quality? There are better briskets in Texas, but you have to queue like 3-4 hours. Here, you're straight in and it tastes amazing. Like, the burnt ends look a little bit dry. Next up, we've got the smoked pork ribs. And these were hands down my favourite ribs of the trip. They tasted a bit like gammon. They were so sweet, almost like meat candy. Wow. And I've got to say, this turkey was extremely moist. I love that smoky kick at the back of your throat. Delicious. A little bit of salad to make mother happy. I'm going to take this bone home as a souvenir. Where should we visit next? If you can't take a date, come mate. Enjoy.
There's a brand new halal Texas barbecue smokehouse in East London. So you already know I had to pull up and see if it gets that American cosign. The spot is called Smokes in Gants Hill. Just a disclaimer, I don't mean to scare y'all, but my barbecue standards are super high, so this is going to be a brutally honest review. So starting it off with that short rib, the crazy thing is I was really trying to critique, but there was nothing to critique about this. It was super tender, juicy, flavorful. I mean, it was like a 20 out of 10. And what took that bite to the next level was those really sweet pickles that they had. Also the fries with their house mayo and that barbecue sauce. I mean, it was incredible. And also that potato salad was insanely good. Then we had the pastrami brisket. And I was thinking they're going to slip up here probably. But once again, they're wowing me with the flavors because that pastrami was incredible. Now on to the Texas Smash. Another hit. I just really cannot complain. It's actually one of the best burgers I've ever had. You got the savoriness from them juicy beef patties and the cheese, but with that sweet little kick from those special pickles they have. Then I tried the smoked bird, which is just smoked chicken. And I was genuinely so surprised at how tender and juicy the chicken was. It was so flavorful. I mean, the fact that it's also only 4 pounds is pretty incredible. And then for the rest of the stuff we tried, I started nitpicking. So that brisket pull sandwich was good, but I really started to enjoy it when I put the ranch on, and then the sweet and the savory started to balance out. I ain't gonna lie, for the lamb rack, it was super tender, but the flavor for me was just kind of missing. And for 13 pounds for 2 of them, I was like, you gotta wow me with the flavor. Then we had the picanha steak. Chimichurri on point, seasoning on point, but I feel like it should have just been a little more tender, especially for that price, which was 28 or 29 pounds. Now, up until this point, I really do feel like it's just me nitpicking. And the only thing I was really kind of disappointed at was the beef brisket. The flavor and seasoning was there, but it was just on the drier side. So I think Smokes is genuinely really dang good. And if you go with my recommendations in the description, I think you're going to have a great time and it's worth the money.
So we've just arrived in Austin, and the first stop has to be the most recommended barbecue joint of all of Texas, and that is none other than Terry Black's. All of the meat is being cooked. The smell is absolutely phenomenal. We don't get meat like this at home, so I'm really, really looking forward to this. Hey, so I've been talking to Roman here, and he's taken me to see the grills at the back. Your name?
Alex.
Alex, this is Alex from Terry Black's. He's taken me here to look inside the
Offset smoker.
Offset smoke. There we go.
And it's full of brisket right now.
Oh,
gorgeous.
This will be a good view. Yep.
Oh, yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, look at that.
This is how we do it in Texas.
And how long are they in here?
This is a 12-hour total smoke.
12 hours.
And this is 8 so far, right? So you see the gorgeous color, the glisten and fat rendering, right? And of course, over time, we're going to transform that really tough muscle into a melt-in-your-mouth delicacy.
We're at HEB trying some proper Texas barbecue. Have a look at this.
Wow, this is nice. This is good food. You know it's good when it just falls off the bone. Look at that.
Wow.
That is gorgeous. This is the biggest rib I've ever seen.
Dad, HEB barbecue out of 10 then.
10 out of 10. Unbelievable.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, that's wonderful. If I could have this at home. Oh yeah. It's like a chorizo. I'm in heaven. Right, we've come to Pinkerton's. I think it's in the Heights. We went to the one in Kirby and loved it, but we're a little drunk, so we wanted to come back and have it again sober. I'm so excited for this. I am so hot and so sweaty, but look at this. At that. We want about 6 or 7 slices of the beef, 4 of the pork ribs. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're getting 5 slices of turkey as well. I genuinely cannot believe how good this all looks. So we've got ribs, mac and cheese, banana pudding, potato salad and rice, and bread, turkey and beef. Mac and cheese. One of the best I've ever tasted. Turkey. Oh my god. Wait, that rib. I've got potato salad. I can taste the mustard. That beef like melts. You can't even pick it up. You're well out of way.
Worth just got a brand new barbecue spot, and I'm telling you right now, this place is about to be on every Texas barbecue list. If you can believe this, it actually started in Saudi Arabia. This is their only US location, and everything is halal and insanely good. Like, look at this. I couldn't even film the meat properly because it just kept falling apart. That's how tender the flavor is simply unreal. It's super juicy, and they've got everything from classic barbecue to things like a fully loaded brisket rice bowl. They're still super new and in their soft opening, and I'm hearing that they're selling out really fast, so if you want to go, be early right when they open and add it to the love list.
Alright, brother, I've seen your brisket boxes all over TikTok, bro.
Yeah.
I need that. Let me get that.
I'll tell you what, we've got a brand new one, Texas box.
Yeah, let me get that one.
You want to go for one of those, yeah?
Please, bro.
Alright, no problem. Just check out this brisket. Cooked to perfection. Brisket, guys. Look at the bend test. Right, brother, there you go. Your Texas box is ready.
Perfect, brother.
Try that. Let me know how it is. Yeah? Banging. Yeah, you got street corn there. You got the smoked sauce. You got pickles. Enjoy, yeah? Nice one.
Today we're in Dallas trying the famous Texas Twinkie. This is Hutchins BBQ, and out the back they have a Texas Twinkie factory. The Twinkie makers make over 500,000 of these things a year. It starts off with a 17-hour slow-smoked brisket, which is diced, chopped up, and then stuffed into a cream cheese jalapeno, and then wrapped in bacon before being smoked off for 3 hours, grilled over fire, and then brushed off with a sweet and sticky glaze. Cheers! Wow, look at the inside. Wow. The creaminess of the cheese against the fattiness of the brisket, the fruitiness of the jalapeno, and then it's just held in by that smoky bacon, which is like a hug from your grandma. And don't even get me started on that sweet and sticky rib glaze. For $7, you don't beat this. NASA flew the first astronaut to space. These guys invented the first ever Texas Twinkie. I'm not sure who's the bigger legend.
We in Dallas, about to try some Wagyu Texas barbecue. Y'all know the drill. We going beef rib first. Beef rib is so seasoned, my left eye is twitching. Look at the seasoning on that. Pickled onions on there. Hold on, this beef rib hefty. That spicy barbecue. This bite might change my life. In a bad way though, I'm gonna get fatter. I ain't even gonna lie, this beef rib is actually good. It's so fatty, smoky. Look at the seasoning on there. Next we go Wagyu oxtails. Hold on, y'all ever heard a barbecue joint play jazz music? I'm liking it, it's different. I just landed in Dallas yesterday. Hold on, Dallas. I know y'all get active like that. New Dallas. Needs a little more salt. It's peppery, juicy, fatty. Just a little more salt. First time trying a Texas Twinkie. Kind of excited. Hold on. Got a little surprise in there. I ain't gonna lie, this is fire. Where can I buy beef bacon? This is way better than regular bacon.
The best Texas barbecue in Texas. I'm at Terry Black's in Dallas, Texas. It looks like the news has spread about it being the best place because the queue is so big.
This place is so expensive.
People in Texas are so friendly. Wow. Right, cutlery. We've got brisket, jalapeno sausage, some potato salad, mac and cheese, corn, and ribs. Let's go, let's get into it. Brisket is the most famous thing here, so we're gonna start with that. That's fantastic. Mac and cheese, cheers. Super creamy. So was this the best Texas barbecue in Texas? Well, it is actually 100% success rate, the only Texas barbecue I've ever had, but it's very, very good and you should check it out.
Visiting Dallas for the World Cup, and you have to try some Texas barbecue, and there's no place better than Terry Black's. It's literally voted #1 by the Food Network. They have something called the Pitmaster Experience. For $150 a person, you learn all about the craft, history, and science of Central Texas's market-style barbecue. Every single brisket takes 4 days to prepare, smoking for up to 24 hours in massive offset pits. And it's finished off with a squeeze bottle of pure beef tallow. I found out they burn strictly Texas post oak. It's a fast-growing timber sourced from massive 40,000-acre sustainable plots. Brisket grease is collected in barrels and sold back to recyclers, and the ash is used as fertilizer. We also found out they go through 5,000 pounds of potatoes a week, and their green beans are sourced directly from San Antonio. And then the coolest part is when your tour finishes, you don't have to stand in that line. You're escorted straight to a reserved table, where a massive tray of brisket, ribs, sausage, and scratch-made family recipe sides is already waiting for you. This is truly worth it and a must-do in Dallas.
Obviously, one of the best things about living in Texas is the choice of Texas barbecue that we have here. And I don't know if you can tell by the amount of people in this queue outside. Before this place is even opened, this has a reputation for being pretty good. So come with us to try Burnt Bean Company in Seguin. We did wait just under 2 hours in this queue, so I was hoping it was going to be worth it. And just across the road, there is apparently the world's largest pecan. And yes, I do call it a pecan, not a pecan. It's also not a real pecan, by the way. It's just a statue. Anyway, when we got to the front of the line, I was literally so excited. I could smell the barbecue and I was absolutely ravenous at this point. It smelled so good. They had quite a lot of options, all the standard stuff like brisket, pork ribs, turkey, sausage, but then they also had a good choice of specials as well. And I don't know if you can see how busy this place was. It was absolutely packed. Look at that brisket, delicious. When we got to the front of the queue, they did actually let us try some brisket and some turkey. The turkey was amazing. It was so juicy. And then these are the dessert options. They have banana pudding, and then they actually had a big red tres leches cake, which is crazy. We had to try it. Usually when we order Texas barbecue, we go a little bit crazy and order way too much food. So we didn't order too much this time, but we went for the brisket, obviously. We had the pork ribs, we tried a sausage, and then for the sides, we got the potato salad and we got the King Ranch mac and cheese. They also give you bread and pickles if you'd like, and they do family style dining here, so instead of plates, they give you the paper sheets to put onto the table. We just got an Arnold Palmer and a sweet tea for our drinks, and then we started to dig in. Now, this was absolutely delicious. Look at the cheese oozing out of that sausage. Everything was so good, and that glaze on the pork rib was absolutely amazing. I don't know what was in it, but it was so good. The brisket just fell apart. It was amazing, and we sat outside so we could see where everything was smoked. If you're not familiar with Big Red, it's a soda, so this cake was interesting, but it was actually delicious, as was the rest of the meal.